Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari Bol. How are you doing, my dear devotees? My name is Pandan. I hope you are doing well, leading a healthy and happy life. Welcome to the spiritual school where we will talk all about Krishna consciousness. Well, this is my first video on YouTube, my debut in front of you pure devotees. So I am a bit nervous. I seek forgiveness to all for any intentional interruption in the recording. Sorry for any fumbles also. I need your blessing, dear devotees, to grow on this platform. Okay. So our today's topic is what is Sanatana Dharma actually. Our today's topic is very basic to start with, because to enter into the spiritual world, to understand what we will be discussing in future on this channel, it is very important to understand the topic today we will be talking about, and that is what is Sanatana Dharma actually. Because if you don't understand this, whatever we will talk about in future on this channel, everything will be a bouncer over your head. So pay attention to this topic. It is going to be very important, because if you understand this, you can easily understand whatever we will discuss in future about Krishna consciousness, about spirituality. So, to understand spirituality, it is very important to understand what is Sanatana Dharma in the first place. And that's why in my very first video, I have chosen this topic, that is the definition of Sanatana Dharma. Well, the video can be a bit longer. Pardon for that, because I want to explain this topic to you thoroughly. People out there have so many opinions, so many thoughts, so many misconceptions on what Sanatana Dharma is. But today we will discuss not on what people think it to be, but on what it actually is. But before beginning, let's chant a mantra, dear devotees. I will request everybody watching this video to chant this mantra with me, because this mantra is highly beneficial and very positive, very high vibrational. And in case if you have any trouble in chanting this mantra, I will show that mantra on this screen. You can pause the video, or you can take notes of that mantra, you can note it down, or you can take a screenshot and chant the mantra according to your own pace, as per your own comfort. Okay, so let's chant the mantra. First, do the Namaskara position. Close your eyes and chant the mantra with me. The mantra goes like this. Om Ajnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshur Urmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Guruve Namah Sri Chaitanya Manovishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupaha Kadatmayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Yuta Padkamalam Sri Guru Vaishnavamscha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakhans Vitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopiya Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vishwanusute Devi Pranamami Hare Priye Vansha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhuvaya evacha patitanam pavanabhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaur Bhaktavrind. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hari Bol. Okay, I hope everybody have chanted this mantra with me. Thanks for chanting. Okay, now let's let's begin our discussion. Okay, to understand what is Sanatana Dharma actually, let's first consider an example. Suppose you have bought a brand new phone today. Well, it can be any gadget of your choice. But here I am taking an example of a phone. It can be any gadget of your choice. You can copy paste this example with any gadget you like. Okay, coming back to the example. So suppose you have bought a brand new phone today, and inside the box of the phone, what are the contents? Of course, the phone itself, its charger, its headphones, its warranty card, and etc. But the most important thing inside the box that we oftentimes neglect is the instruction manual that comes with it and which is given by the manufacturer for us so that we can use the phone properly. Now the question arises that for what purpose and for whom the manufacturer made the instruction manual? Well, simple answer is that for us users, right? For the users of that particular phone, so that we can use that device, that particular device properly. Now why? Why it is so? Because the manufacturer, the knowledge of the manufacturer is way more than that of the user about the device, and hence he puts that knowledge inside the instruction manual so that we can use it properly. Now, what kind of information does the instruction manual have? It has information like who made the device, that is about the manufacturer, how the device is made, then you have why the device is made, that is the purpose of creating it, and how it works, and how to use it to fulfill the purpose behind its creation, that is the instruction on how to use it. And what are the do's and the don'ts with the gadget, and how to maintain it, and so on. Now, if you have understood this example, now we can come to the definition of Sanatana Dharma. Now, if you have noticed carefully, then you will find that with every invented gadget, the manufacturer always gives an instruction manual so that the user can use the device properly, the gadget properly. Similarly, this creation, which is created by the Supreme Lord Krishna, also has an instruction manual. Now, as this material and spiritual worlds are created, its instruction manual is also required, and that instruction manual is given by Krishna himself, as he is the creator, the manufacturer. Now, why this instruction manual? It's for us users, right? Yes, we are the users of this creation. We didn't manufacture it, or at least I didn't. So we are the users of this creation. We didn't manufacture it. The moment we are born, the creation was there as it is. The moment we die, the creation will continue to be there. Now, the moment we are born, we started using this creation. The plants, the trees, the animals, the planets, the sun, the moon, the fire, the air, the sky, this body. Yes, this body is also created and gifted by Krishna. And he says in Bhagavat Gita chapter 18 verse 61 that yantra rudhani mayaya, meaning this body is an yantra, a gadget, a machine in which the living entity, the soul, is arudhani. Arudhani means who is seated inside this yantra and using it. And how this material body, that is this yantra, is created? Krishna says Mayaya, meaning This material body is created by his material energy. So, this body of yours is an yantra, inside of which you are seated and using it. Now, to use all of them properly in a correct manner, we need an instruction manual. And this instruction manual, which is given by the Creator Krishna himself for the creation, is Sanatana Dharma itself. That's it. That's what Sanatana Dharma is. So simple, right? It is the instruction manual for the creation which informs you why this creation is made for, what is the purpose behind creation of this entire material and spiritual manifestation. It is the instruction manual which informs you for what purpose this entire creation is made for. This body is made for. So many species are made for, so many stars, planets, galaxies, etc. are made for. Because we are the users of this creation, this body, so we must know their purpose as well, their instruction manual as well. And as any other instruction manual, it also consists of who made the entire creation, why he made it, how he made it, how it works, what are the do's and the don'ts, how to maintain it, and most importantly, how to use it to fulfill the purpose of this creation. It is that set of instructions by the help of which you can do yourself the highest good with this gadget. And as it is the instruction manual for the entire creation, it applies to all. I am saying this because some people out there mistakenly think that it is a religion and it applies only to a certain religious group and not on them. No, it is beyond any religiosity. It frees you from any religious bondage and gives you the knowledge of the supreme absolute truth. The word Sanatana itself means eternal, meaning it connects you to the eternal truth and not any temporary superficial thing. Eternal means permanent, which never changes. Religion is the identity of your body, and body is temporary. Religion is something that you are given after your birth and you lose it after you die. It's not permanent. And after you die, you can take birth anywhere in this world, in any form, doesn't necessarily a human. Then according to the tradition of that part of the world, you will be given another religion. Nobody watching me now can guarantee me that in the next life they will not be born as a Hindu, Muslim, Christian or Sikh. Sanatana Dharma does not connect you with any temporary bodily identity. It connects you with your true eternal identity of who you really are, and that is, you are an eternal spiritual being having temporary human experience. Sanatana Dharma is neither Hinduism, nor Islamism, nor Sikhism, nor Jainism, nor Buddhism, etc., etc. It is beyond all of them. Why? Because all of them are bodily identities. If your body is born in a Hindu family, you will be regarded as a Hindu. If your body is born in a Muslim family, you will be regarded as a Muslim. If your body takes birth in a Christian family, you will be regarded as a Christian. But who are you actually? Who is taking birth innumerable times in different places every time? Have you ever thought that? Sanatana Dharma reveals that truth to you. It says that you are a spiritual being. You are an eternal part and parcel of Krishna who belongs to Krishna and who is assuming different material bodies in different lifetimes according to your karma. Vansasi jirnani yatha vihaya navani grihnati naroparani tatha sharirani vihaya jirnani anyani sanyati navani dehi. Bhagavat Gita chapter 2 verse number 22. Sri Krishna is saying that as a person puts on new clothes, giving up the old and torn out ones, similarly the soul also assumes, wears different new clothes, body, material bodies, giving up the old and torn out ones. Now, in this verse, continuing to explain the nature of the soul, Sri Krishna is reiterating to Arjuna the concept of rebirth, comparing it to an everyday activity. Just like we reject our useless and torn out clothes in favor of new ones, but in doing so we don't change ourselves. Similarly, the soul also remains unchanged when it gives up, when it leaves the torn out body and takes birth in a new body elsewhere. And you have done it innumerable times. You have been doing it since time immemorial. But a lot of people don't know this truth about themselves. They don't know their true self. Do you know why? Because this transcendental knowledge is highly confidential. It does not manifest to all. This knowledge does not manifest to all. It manifests only to those who are spiritually awakened. It is that supreme secret which is revealed only to those who inquires for it with their whole heart. Like Arjuna did in the battlefield of Kurukshetra. Like Lord Brahma did in the beginning of the creation. You must have that thirst for knowing the supreme absolute truth. You must be like as if you will die if you don't know the truth. Always remember one thing, that Krishna reveals himself with his full potencies only to those who dares to follow their heart, who dares to step out of their comfort zone and search for the supreme absolute truth. And that supreme absolute truth is Sanatana Dharma. Now, my dear devotees, the most important part is that some of you may be thinking that what if I don't follow the instruction manual? Well, the simple answer to this is that nothing will work in your favor anymore, because if you don't abide by the instruction manual, everything else will fall apart. You may use the device in a wrong way. You are completely misdirected. You will be completely misdirected about the device. You may damage the device as well unknowingly. If someone out of the blue says that no, I don't abide by the instruction manual, I myself decide for what to use the device. I make my own laws, and that a phone is not made for calling, it is made for flying. I will make a phone fly. Now what do you think, my dear devotees, what will happen if somebody does so? Well, let me show you practically what will happen. Well, I have a spare phone here, you can see. Now I will try to make this phone fly and show you what will happen if somebody desperately tries to make the phone fly. See this. You see that? What you will say to those people who commits such foolish mistakes? making a phone fly like an aeroplane is impossible, right? Well, as long as the manufacturer wants it to be like that. Well, by doing so, the phone will be in air, of course, for some time. It will fly for a certain amount of time. But after that, it will fall down. Why? Because it is not made for flying. Please try to understand that the manufacturer designed the phone for a particular work to be done and to inform you that he has made an instruction manual and only that instruction manual will be applicable to the phone. Similarly, the manufacturer of the entire creation, Krishna, has given us an instruction manual to follow, but we have been doing the same thing as that of the phone. We are not obeying our instruction manual and doing whatever we like. By doing so, our destruction, our fall is inevitable like that phone. Hence, I request everybody to obey, to abide by the instruction manual. Do yourself the highest good with this gadget, with this human form of life. Okay, so with that note, I would like to end the topic here. I hope you have understood what Sanatana Dharma is, the definition of Sanatana Dharma, and now you can explain it to others as well. If you liked this video, give a thumbs up, share this video with others as much as you can, and if you like to see more of such contents and wanna get notified first, hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon. Get the video into the algorithm, my dear devotees, because truth is always suppressed. Share the supreme absolute truth as much as you can. And another thing, my dear devotees, if you like this kind of videos and wanna know more about the instruction manual about Sanatana Dharma, then definitely check the link in the description box down below, which is a short 13-hour course on Srimad Bhagavat Gita described in a nutshell. Well, how much it costs? It is absolutely free. Check it, because if you like this kind of video, you definitely gonna love the short 13-hour crash course on Srimad Bhagavat Gita, from where you can not only learn Bhagavad Gita very easily, but also it is absolutely free of cost. Learn Bhagavad Gita from there and help others to learn Srimad Bhagavad Gita as well. Well, with that note, I would like to end the video here. I think the video has become longer, very long. Sorry for that. Now I am ending the video. Stay well, stay healthy, stay happy, and keep rendering service unto the lotus feet of the Supreme Lord Sri Krishna. See you in the next video. Till then, stay tuned. Hare Krishna.